Animaps is an opportunity for users to annotate Google Maps using lines, images, and text. You can have them appear over time, and then they can be viewed as a video. So I will show you some examples to illustrate what that looks like. You can see here, this kind of goes through some of the basics of how it works. And then over here, you can click on these examples to see some of those. So I'll show you what that looks like. This showcase just gives you an idea of some of the features that are available in Animaps. So you have markers, which you see there. They have the three that are spinning. And then they have different things where you can outline boundaries. So you could indicate as we had westward expansion and things like that, different purchases. You could go ahead and use that as part of a history lesson. And you can see that you can kind of scroll everywhere that you need to in the map. You can add images like this one where they land in Havana to do. You can also add in some different fun things like the icons that they are using here. Some folks use it to talk about a trip or a field trip they're going to go on. Could look at passage of time in a historical event. You could map out distances and things like that. So there's lots of different opportunities with this particular tool. This is another example. This one is of the Athens line here, and this gives you a really good idea of kind of how close different historical sites might be. It could also be a wonderful opportunity to kind of explore a new area, especially if high school students are going on a trip or something like that, to be able to really explore and to get a better idea of where things are. I've actually been to this area and didn't realize where everything was in relation to each other until I watched this, because this really illustrates it by adding some of those images there. As far as looking at passage of time in a historical event, for many of our students, 9/11 is actually something that is in the history books that they're learning about, and sometimes it's kind of hard to explain what's happening when we're looking at a historical event like this, or studying battles in a world war or something like that. And this really kind of adds that opportunity where you can add text, you can add icons, you can go ahead and add the lines to show the travel of where the planes were at that time. And it really offers a different opportunity to kind of look at it and to really understand what was happening at the same time, which planes were in the air and things like that. And it also shows the passage of time up here, so you can see how long it took for all of this to happen as those tragic events took place that day. And then I'll show you the dashboard of what it looks like when you want to create something. So I added this image in here. It's simply an image of Flagstaff, just kind of indicating where that is. But it's super easy. You can just grab a marker, and let's say I wanted to indicate that we were moving from one place to another. I can indicate that we went from one place to another, and then following that you can add lines in and all sorts of different things, and add the timing in as you go through. But it really is, it's not completely intuitive as you go through, but once you've gone through the tutorial, it should be pretty easy to do that. You can also share it, so that would be an opportunity if you wanted to share that with others. And like I said, it's cloud-based, so students could share that link with you if it was something that they were creating, or it's a link that could be shared by an educator as well.